Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? You're just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back for the reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 7, Episode 2, Stormborn. And based on these first couple titles of this season, it really feels like Khaleesi is the central focus, as she should be. She is the mother of dragons after all. But if you really take a step back and look at where we are and how we got here, it really makes you appreciate things because it's so freaking crazy. I don't really have too much more to say other than what I'm looking forward to, and that's Arya continuing on with her revenge tour. I can't wait to see where she goes next and what she actually does next. And we got Khaleesi now here, actually arriving in Westeros finally. It's been a long time coming. She's ready to take over. And speaking of taking over, we also got Cersei freaking Lannister sitting on the Iron Throne. How crazy is that? But there is some light at the end of the tunnel because we also got Sansa and Jon Snow back in Winterfell, back at home. So everything is right with the world. Hopefully they are able to get rid of Cersei though, get her off that throne because she does not belong up there. The only other thing I did want to bring up before we actually check out this episode is something I completely forgot in the premiere. It was honestly, like, I had a brain fart. It was freaking driving me crazy. For the life of me, I could not remember his name, and that's Ed Sheeran. We saw the cameo or appearance. I don't know if he's going to pop back up again, but yeah, it was definitely cool to see him, but for the life of me, I just could not remember his name. Thank you guys for letting me know, but yeah, I think I'm pretty much ready to jump right in, check out this episode. If you guys look for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Already subscribe to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in, let's check it out. Let's go. Dragonstone. You guys let me know I was right too, surprisingly.
You came into the world.
That's where Stannis was previously.
I always thought this would be a homecoming. Doesn't feel like home.
We won't stay on Dragonstone for long.
Good.
Just basically camping
Not
out
so
there.
many lions.
Cersei controls fewer than half the Seven Kingdoms. The lords of Westeros despise her. They joined our side, my queen, because they believe in you.
Dorne.
You served my father, didn't you, Lord Varys?
I called him Dawn for a long time.
Robert was an improvement on your father, to be sure. There have been few rulers in history as cruel as the Mad King.
Varys can definitely seem sketchy, but we know he has good intentions about the realm.
Who hired the assassins? Who sent word to Essos to murder Daenerys Targaryen?
Grace,
Oh, is she gonna take him out?
I did what had to be done.
To keep yourself alive.
Lord Varys has proven himself a loyal servant.
Proven himself loyal, quite the opposite. If he dislikes one monarch, he conspires to crown the next one. What kind of a servant is that?
The kind the realm needs.
You chose an auspicious day to arrive at Dragonstone. We've just decided to pardon those who once served the wrong king. What does your lord expect from me?
Bosses bantis amazis. Merikivio dolaris os machagon kuntas.
The prince who is promised will bring the dawn. And you believe this prophecy refers to me?
Prophecies are...
Khaleesi's basically a prophecy at this point.
I believe you have a role to play, as does another. The king in the north, Jon Snow.
I can't speak to prophecies or visions in the flames, but I like Jon Snow and I trusted him. And I am an excellent judge of character.
He is.
If he does rule the north,
Except for
he'll
Shay.
make a valuable ally.
That bitch.
Jon Snow has even more reason to hate Cersei than you do.
Send a raven north.
Yes.
Tell Jon Snow that his queen invites him to come to Dragonstone and bend the knee.
That might be rough. The Khaleesi and Jon Snow? This is the alliance I'm here for.
I think it's really Tyrion.
Read the
Look how
last
smart Sansa is. She's already questioning
The
it.
dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
The hell do you know about being a bastard?
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
What does that mean?
It's something he said to me the first night we met.
If the Mad King's daughter takes the Iron Throne, she'll destroy the realm as we know it. You all remember the Mad King. You remember the horrors he inflicted upon his people. His daughter is no different. In Essos, her brutality is already legendary. It is my solemn duty to protect the
She's
people,
getting
and I
through to
will,
them.
but I need your help, my lords.
It's not good for us, though.
We must stand together, all of us, if we hope to stop her.
Oh my god.
How long?
6 months. Maybe 4.
I met Stannis Baratheon's daughter at Castle Black. She had the grayscale as a baby and was cured. No, isn't there some way?
Does this look like a baby to you?
Princess Shireen was there for a reason. And it wasn't to be burned alive. I'm surprised they're staying so close to
Should
him.
we send word to your family, sir? During a moment. Moment?
There's no need.
There's the connection.
To them for years.
His father.
Valerion the Dread. The beast that Aegon rode across the sea. Powerful. But not invincible. They can be wounded. They can be killed.
Oh fuck. This isn't good for Khaleesi or the dragons.
Kindly pull that lever.
If you want the Iron Throne, take it. We have an army, a fleet, and 3 dragons. We should hit King's Landing now.
I will not attack King's Landing. We will not attack King's Landing.
Then how do you mean to take the Iron Throne? By asking nicely?
Lady Greyjoy will escort you home to Sunspear. The Dornish will lay siege to the capital, alongside the Tyrell army, 2 great kingdoms united against Cersei.
Super strategic.
So, your master plan is to use our armies.
Grey Worm and the Unsullied will sail for the Rock and take it.
Let's go.
I realize you're here out of hatred for Cersei and not love for me. But I swear to you, she will pay for what she's done.
Will you take a bit of advice from an old woman? The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep?
No.
You're a dragon.
Fuck yeah.
Be a dragon.
Hello.
What are you doing?
My name is Samuel Tarley, sworn brother of the Night's Watch, training to serve as maester at Castle Black. I know your father. I was with him when he died. Drink this.
What is it?
Rum. Drink it all, please. I'm afraid this is going to hurt.
Have you ever done this before?
No. No one else will try it, so I'm the best you've got.
Oh, they're showing us too.
Oh, that's nasty.
Ugh. I need something to bite down on. Oh, what a transition.
One more round. It's a long ride.
Stomach's rumbling, but
Harry!
I guess I'm not eating now.
Hello, Hot Pie. Sit down.
Where you heading?
King's Landing.
Why?
Heard Cersei's queen now.
Heard she blew up the Great Sept. There must have been something to see. Boom.
It's over for them all. Did they just do that?
Cersei would do that. I thought you'd be heading for Winterfell.
Oh, she's like a cold-blooded killer.
Why would I go there? The Boltons have it.
No, the Boltons are dead.
What?
Jon Snow came down from Castle Black with a Wilding army and won the Battle of the Bastards.
Yo, Hot Pie, gotta go home. Drop everything.
Excellent. Hi.
Friends don't pay.
Yo, this is awesome.
Take care of yourself, Hot Pie.
This message was sent to me by Samuel Tarley.
Yes.
He was my brother at the Night's Watch. He's discovered proof that Dragonstone sits on a mountain of dragonglass. I received this.
That's big.
A few days ago. From Dragonstone. It was sent to me by Tyrion Lannister. He is now Hand of the Queen to Daenerys Targaryen. We know that dragonglass can destroy both White Walkers and their army. We need to mine it and turn it into weapons.
So he's gonna kneel to her.
But more importantly, we need allies.
How does people feel
Night
about that?
King's army grows larger
Their king
by the
kneeling.
day.
Winter is here, Your Grace. We need the king in the north in the north.
You all crown me your king. I never asked for it. But I accepted it because the north is my home. It's part of me and I will never stop fighting for it, no matter the odds. None of you have seen the army of the dead. None of you. We can never hope to defeat them alone. We need
Yeah,
allies.
they don't realize how serious this
Powerful
is.
allies. I know it's a risk. It has to be me.
It's a
You're
big
abandoning
risk.
your people. You're abandoning your home.
I'm leaving both in good hands.
Whose?
Yours. Until I return. The north is yours.
Ooh. Queen of the North. Wow. She belongs in that role.
I delivered his bones myself.
You don't belong down here.
Forgive me. I love Sansa. As I loved her mother.
You don't touch her.
Touch my sister, and I'll kill you myself.
Ooh. This better not be the last time they see each other. I think Arya might be my favorite character in this show now. For the first couple seasons, it was definitely Tyrion. She is freaking awesome. And Ned, of course. What is it? Something's out there with her. They won't hurt her. They better not. Holy fuck. Wait, was that hers? Her direwolf?
Arya?
I brought it up. I never forgot. For a while there, I was thinking I was crazy. And nobody would answer me.
I'm heading north, girl. Back to Winterfell. I'm finally going home. Come with me.
Leader of its own pack. It remembers.
Come with me.
It's been wild for so long, though. Fuck. I remember when she sent it away to save it. It remembers everything.
That's not you.
Splat. Yo. Fight. I think I blew my speakers in the finale, so apologies if it's a little bit low rate. Oh my god! This just came out of nowhere. Holy shit! There you go.
Your mother's below deck. Keep her safe.
Don't let anything happen to that sister, please. Oh. They can fight. So can he, apparently. Oh! Snip, snip. Something Ghost has got to get soon. He's killing them all. No.
Kill us. Get it over with.
This is not good for our squad. Or one of our squads. Here we go.
Give your uncle a kiss.
I'm not like the biggest fan of Yara, but I like her, so I don't want to see her die here. But look at his eyes. They're so intense.
You cockless coward.
He is cockless. I don't know if he's a coward anymore, though. We'll find out. Oh my god. Do something. Are you fucking kidding me? Did that just happen? After the entire redemption arc that Theon has had. He does that? He's a coward. And that's where the episode ends. Oh my god, that episode flew by. Oh, I definitely have some thoughts about this episode. Might as well just get right into it because what an episode. I really enjoyed that episode, I gotta say, but I definitely have some thoughts about it. Not so much about the episode, but about the characters from the episode. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 2, Stormborn. And this episode was freaking amazing. I freaking loved it. What an incredible episode. We're off to a good start with Season 7. I don't know what the overall consensus is when it comes to Season 7. Like I've gone over it before about the final season. We're not going to touch on that right now. But yeah, I am really enjoying Season 7 right now. Honestly, I don't know if this is like a hot take or not. But as of right now, I'm enjoying it more than Season 6. More than Season 5? I'll think about that more later, but yeah, some of the things I definitely want to go over just so I remind myself here and I don't forget about it. Arya and the dire wolf. We might as well just get right into it right now with Arya. We'll do one by one, but I thought I was crazy for a while there. I brought up that direwolf. I swear to God, I brought it up a few times over the course of the last few seasons. Nobody really answered me. Maybe a couple people said like you'll have to wait and see or something, or I don't know. I was just kind of thinking that it was more or less a loose end. And I even said, was it last reaction or the one before that? I brought up that direwolf, and I even said everything comes back around in this show. Like, they are so good when it comes to like having characters go away for a little bit, and then when they bring them back, it is done so well. But I always felt like that was one of the loose ends in the show. But I was even asking you guys, was it brought up? Did I just forget? Like, what actually went down with that direwolf? And then seeing it go down this episode or seeing it return, man, I got teary-eyed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not gonna hide it. You guys saw it, so man, that was freaking awesome. But at the same time, I was a little bit confused, so I might as well just get that out of the way now where some of the confusion is, but I might have solved it myself also. But I would love to hear what you guys think in regards to what was said at the end of that scene by Arya when she's like, it's not me, or it's not you, or something like that. I gotta go back and rewind it, but my take on the whole thing is the direwolf definitely remembers, and it was her or him. I don't know the name. Was it? I'm not even trying to say the name, but yeah, it definitely remembered, in my opinion. I think that was the name, Elmira or something like that. But I guess it definitely remembered everything too, because going back to season 1, I think it was the very second episode when it all went down, and Arya basically had to throw rocks at it because it was being so loyal to her. And people were saying, yo, you're going to cry in the second episode? You're never going to make it through this series. But yes, I was going to cry in the second episode because I've let you guys know when it comes to animals. I think you guys know basically too, seeing ghosts. I don't know where he is right now. He's probably passed out. But yeah, when it comes to animals, I don't know. I just have a thing for animals. I freaking love them. I'm one of those people that I'll even go as far as saying I care more about animals than I do most people. It's crazy, I know, but yeah, when it came to that dire wolf and when she was sending it away, yeah, I definitely had tears. I definitely almost cried in the second episode of the entire series. And I always wondered if it was ever going to come back, because that scene, it hit me. Second episode, and it hit me hard. And that's one of the reasons why I kept on wondering, are they ever going to bring it back? Because I never forgot. Maybe some people did. That is one thing I never forgot about. There's a lot of things that I forget about when it comes to the show. Even this episode, I think I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, he's still around. But that damn direwolf, I never forgot about it. So to see it return, and my take on it was it definitely remembered everything with Arya throwing the rocks at it, sending it away in order to save its life. It remembered that also. Remembered her, but it also remembered that. But on the other hand of it too, because I feel like the direwolf would have forgave, but she's not the same person anymore. We've seen everything that she's been through, who she's become. Arya, I'll go on the record as saying too, I think she's my favorite character in Game of Thrones as of right now. Like, there's still a lot of stuff to play out. We still have a couple seasons, or a season and a half, but still, with everything that she's doing right now and her return, even with her reuniting with Hot Pie this episode, that was freaking awesome too, seeing an old face. And I'm pretty sure I said that back in the day as well, when she eventually left him and then he stayed behind. I always said it's nice that he's actually there, because it's like if she's ever out and about, or if she ever travels back there, it's nice knowing that she has a friend that is that part of the land. And yes, we did see him again. Yes, they're still friends. That was freaking awesome. And I think he was still calling her by the name that he originally met her as too, Ari or Arya or something like that. Not Arya, I forget. It was more of the boy version of the name, but yeah, because that's still how he knows her as. He even said it too this episode. Man, this episode was freaking phenomenal. I loved it. Stormborn. There's so much to go over, but my mind is racing right now, so I do apologize that I'm kind of being a little bit jittery, jumping around, because I'm thinking about what to say, because there's so much that I do want to say. So yeah, I do apologize. I'm not the best speaker. You guys know that, so please bear with me. I'm gonna try my best here to collect my thoughts and get it out smoothly. But yeah, Arya, she's freaking fantastic. The direwolf situation, that's my take on it, at least, that she's changed so much. She's now like the woman without a face, basically. So I think that's part of the reason why the direwolf turned its back on her. Let me know your guys' thoughts, though. I would love to know your guys' theories, or I'm sure you guys know the actual answer in regards to what actually went down with that scene. But I really enjoyed it nonetheless, even if I didn't completely get it, or even if I did, I'm still a little bit puzzled by it. I still really, really enjoyed that scene. All of Arya's scenes, her reuniting with Hot Pie as well, that was freaking awesome. And it definitely tugged on the heartstrings a little bit, just seeing old faces and old direwolves. Everything comes back around in the show. That was the one loose end, the one complaint I had about this show, because it was never answered. And if it was, I had completely forgotten about that. But in regards to actually seeing the direwolf come back, I didn't forget about the direwolf. So that was freaking awesome. I loved it. But you guys are probably like, all right, move on. You touched enough on the direwolf and Arya. Let's discuss more that went down this episode. So yeah, there's a few things I do want to talk about, because Jon Snow, this episode also, it seems like he's going to have to bend the knee to Khaleesi, which is going to be hard to see, but I feel like he's doing it for the greater good and for his people, even though they're not really understanding why he would do that right now. And they were making good points. Like, we can't have the King of the North leaving. Like, we kind of need you. Like, there's about to be a huge siege. Winter is here, and you're just going to freaking bail. But he's bailing for them to basically get his numbers up, get a larger army, so that way we can actually have a fighting chance against them. Man. But speaking of fighting chance, Khaleesi just lost a big part of her army this episode too, with Yara and Theon. And man, I'm surprised I didn't just start with that. But Theon, I've lost all respect. Just when I started to gain a little bit more respect for Theon once again, he goes off and jumps off a boat, showing that he's a freaking coward. That was ridiculous, if I'm being honest. What a freaking pussy, like, honestly. Yes, I've always said I was very happy when he did redeem himself with Sansa and actually saving her life. Like, that was great to see. But even then, I was saying, like, he still needs to die, like, for what he did to King Robb. Like, he hasn't completely redeemed himself, and in my honest opinion, I don't think he ever will. He could never completely make good. He could try his best. He's doing some good things, which is good to see. It's nice to see, but he's never going to fully come back around. At least for me, he's never going to be cleared of his name. But this episode, even though he was on his redemption path, this episode completely took him off it. How is he going to come back from this? Like, he just turned his back on his own sister yet again. What a freaking pussy. I know some will say, yes, he lives to fight another day. His sister doesn't. Like, that is freaking ridiculous. The little bit of respect I gained back for Theon after the Sansa stuff, saving her life, I've completely lost it once again. Honestly, I do not care about Theon anymore. He makes me sick to my stomach. Like, that is freaking ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about him anymore because it's just going to ruin my day. It's going to make me sour. But speaking of sour and making me sick, that scene with Jorah, that might have been one of the most disgusting things that we've seen in the entire show. I didn't think that they were actually going to show it. When he was peeling away, the pus. That was bad, but I am glad that Sam is helping him. I am glad that everything came back around too. That's another thing that I was really loving about this episode in particular, and it was really hitting me hard, just how much I love it, is everything comes back around, like the history, all the relationships that all these characters have with each other, even the ones that haven't met each other, their families, like, it is so crazy, the history. Everything comes back around. That's one of the best things. I know I'm being really repetitive about that, but that's one of the best things I can actually say about this show. One of the main things that I'm loving about this season right now, I feel like it's really paying off for everything that we watched up until this point, everything that we've been through, just basically sticking out 6 seasons, now being here for season 7. Everything is paying off because everything comes back around, and I freaking love it. The relationship, as soon as he mentioned or heard his last name, Jorah Mormont, the connections in the show and the connections that these characters have, man, I don't know if any other show does it better. It's honestly freaking incredible to see. But yeah, I know I'm going to be bouncing around a little bit more, but the Jorah stuff, that was definitely gross, but it was definitely needed because I'm so glad that Sam is actually helping him. I'm guessing he's actually going to be able to cure him, because otherwise, if they're going to make us go through that and he isn't actually cured from that, then you guys are just brutal. The writers of the show, you guys are brutal. But man, I'm just blown away by it all. This show is honestly, it is too good. At least right now, I don't know what could possibly go wrong, where things go south, because yeah, the other thing I did want to bring up, I'm glad I didn't forget about this before I kind of wrap things up, but I don't know how many gamers are actually watching this, but for a lot of sports games, there's like an ultimate team mode, and that's probably the best thing that I can compare this show to. And this is an actual good thing, because even though those modes are super shit when it comes to monetization, I know some people are going to have no idea what I'm talking about, where basically you buy packs of cards and you try to build the best team possible. that's basically what the show is right now. Like the the best team possible with all of the best characters are now being formed. Like, yeah, they killed off a lot of good ones, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great characters that we've lost. But it honestly feels like Ultimate Team right now, Ultimate Team mode, Game of Thrones mode, basically. That's what this show is right now for me, and I'm freaking loving it because seeing all these great characters come together, they all have histories with each other. Even if they don't know each other, they know of each other. They've done something to each other's families. Like, there's a lot of love and hate. And I gotta say, Khaleesi, she's being super forgiving. Like, even the beginning of this episode also, like, she was questioning Varys. And honestly, I was thinking, are we gonna see the last of Varys right here? Like, she's ready to take him out. But the type of queen that she actually is, she's like, you've turned on people before. Like, and he was saying, like, he was rebutting, like, every time that I've actually turned is because the kings or whoever was in command, they were going against the people. I'm a man of the people. So instead of her just basically taking him out right then and there because she's like, hey, if you can't be trusted, I might as well kill you. No, the type of queen that she is, she's like, all right, if I ever go against the people, now I want you to actually step up like you are right now and tell the truth to me. Speak to me one-on-one like you are right now. Make that promise to me. And then that's freaking, I don't know, that I was just blown away by that because what an impressive queen. She's so good at listening and taking things in and using them to her advantage. I guess that's what the best leaders will always do. But most kings and queens, I would just assume that they would just be like, I don't know, in the heat of the moment, they're like, you cross me, you're dead. And we've seen that before, that type of ruler with Joffrey. Like, I guess a lot of people feared him. That's on one hand, that's good if you're a king, but do you really want your people fearing you so much that they absolutely hate you? Because with Khaleesi, like, I was even saying this episode also, like, that was one of the prettiest or one of the most beautiful threats that I've ever seen in my entire life because she's staying cool, calm, composed, and poised also because she's getting that out to him, making it very clear to Varys, like, hey, just keep that promise to me and we're good. And if you break it, then I will freaking have my dragons burn you alive. Like, that is freaking incredible to me, and I freaking love the way that she rules. That's why I feel like she is deserving of being on the Iron Throne. We've seen Cersei, look at her too, who's currently on the Iron Throne. She's made some power plays, some power moves, and it works. Like, look where she is right now. She wouldn't be there if those moves that she made didn't work, but at the same time, there's a better way to actually rule. You got to be of the people. And we heard this episode from, I think it's Lady Olenna. She was reporting to Khaleesi that the people do not like Cersei in the role that she is or as queen. Like, they're listening to her because they're scared of her, but they were already trying to plot her demise even previously. So yeah, that just shows like the type of rulers you could have. And we've seen them all in this show, which is freaking awesome. I much prefer the strategic ones, but for the sake of entertainment, I do enjoy the bad ones like Joffrey. Like I've always said, as much as I hate who he was, I freaking love seeing him on screen every single time he appeared. But man, this show is freaking phenomenal. I can't say that enough. This season, I'm actually blown away by how much I'm enjoying this season. I really didn't think, I thought we had reached the height of this show with basically season 4 because that show was hitting on all notes. Like, honestly, everything they did was freaking phenomenal. I was being blown away. Then last season, with what we got at the end of last season, with the Battle of the Bastards and freaking the season finale, and even the season finale before that, I wasn't sure if we had maybe reached certain heights in the show, certain peaks, and that we weren't going to go back to or get back to. Season 7 is freaking... it's kind of blowing me away. Maybe it's because my expectations were lowered a little bit, but goddamn, it is freaking awesome. I am loving it right now. But look at this episode also. Maybe it's because there's no episode 9, and it is a little bit of a shorter season. They're going to give us more throughout the course of the season, not just at the end of it. But I did not expect that random huge battle with Euron to just pop up this episode. I was not expecting anything like that going into this episode, but I gotta say, I am absolutely loving it. This show is hitting on all notes right now, at least for me. I guess I'm kind of just waiting for the downfall, but hopefully that doesn't come until the actual final season. And hey, for me, I keep on bringing it up, but that downfall may never actually come. For all I know, like, this might be a hot take, what I'm saying right now. Me loving season 7, I'm sure there's some people that don't like it at all. I'm probably going to get some hate for me liking it, but that's okay. Everybody's got to form their own opinions. I don't think there's anything wrong with me enjoying the show. Honestly, if you have a problem with someone enjoying something that you don't, that's more of a problem with yourself. You shouldn't really have a problem with someone else. But honestly, for the most part, you guys are awesome. I don't really have too much to worry about. The last few reactions I did post, my views have been going up a little bit more. So I guess it comes with the territory that not everyone's going to be, it's not going to be all love is what I'm trying to say. Like, it comes with the territory. There's going to be some hate. It's YouTube. But for the most part, it's kind of surprising that like the community that I have, like that joins me every single week, that it's been following me basically the course of the entire watch through. It's honestly impressive. Like, for the most part, I don't think there's any bad seeds or bad apples. So yeah, keep that going, guys. I really try to keep my channel positive, keep the discussion positive, and for the most part, like I was saying, I don't think I've ever seen any too much fighting. Like, maybe back in the earlier season, there was a little bit of fighting in the comments, just amongst different people, amongst each other, but I haven't seen that as of late. So keep it going, guys. Stay positive, because I love to see it, and yeah, I just don't take part of it. If I see any fighting or negative comments, honestly, I just don't respond to them. So there's not really much use in even posting them. Keep your negative thoughts to yourself. If you don't like it, hey, there's a dislike button. But at the end of the day, you guys are freaking awesome. So keep it going. It's very much appreciated. But also, as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit, well, I'm not the one to be.